Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into Elon Musk's latest vision for the future of Tesla. And let me tell you, it is probably his most ambitious yet. We're talking about a roadmap that goes way, way beyond just cars and batteries. This is about reshaping our entire economy.
So let's kick things off with this quote, because honestly, it changes everything. Musk isn't just talking about a future where, people get a basic income to get by. No, he's envisioning a world with so much technological abundance, all powered by AI and robotics, that it could actually lead to universal high income. So yeah, this quote, it's basically the new North Star for the company. The mission isn't just about switching to sustainable energy anymore. It's about creating a future where technology allows everyone to have, as he puts it, whatever they want. We're talking amazing healthcare, material goods, you name it, all while protecting the planet.
Okay, so a future of abundance sounds great, right? But how do you actually get there? Well, the first big step involves ending the very thing that made Tesla famous in the first place, the car that you drive yourself. The company's going all in on a future that is completely autonomous.
And this is where things get wild. In a move that I don't think anyone saw coming, Musk announced that the iconic Model S and Model X, the cars that basically defined Tesla for a decade, are getting an honorable discharge. Production is set to wind down as soon as next quarter.
And when you put them side by side like this, the new strategy becomes super clear, right? This isn't just swapping out one model for another, it's a massive pivot. Tesla is shifting away from cars made for you and me to drive and moving toward a vehicle built from the ground up for autonomy, the Cybercab. No steering wheel, no pedals, just a machine optimized for the cheapest ride possible.
So why do this? Why make this huge pivot? Well, it all comes down to this one number. Musk points out that a whopping 90% of all car trips have just one or two people in them. That single statistic is the entire reason for the Cybercab. Why keep building big 5-seat cars when a smaller, way more efficient, self-driving vehicle can do the job for way less money?
And you might be wondering, okay, so what about all the people who already own a Tesla? Well, this is where you come in. Musk lays out this Airbnb model, where you can just add your own Tesla to the autonomous fleet whenever you're not using it, when it's just sitting in the garage or at the office. The idea is that your car could actually earn you more money than you pay for it each month. I mean, you could literally get paid to own a Tesla.
Okay, so we're ending the Model S and X. That frees up a ton of factory space. So what are they going to build there instead? Another car? Nope. This is where we get to the second and, honestly, way more radical pillar of this whole vision, the rise of the robots.
Yeah, this is the big question, right? You've got all this prime manufacturing real estate in the Fremont factory just sitting there. What are you going to do with it?
And the answer is a total pivot to robotics. We're talking about turning that space into a factory, with the long-term goal of cranking out 1 million Optimus humanoid robots a year. I mean, think about that scale. It's a move to create a general-purpose robotic workforce on a level nobody has ever even tried before.
And get this, these robots aren't going to need some super complex programming for every little thing they do. Musk explains that Optimus is designed to learn, just like we do. You can show it how to do something, you can just tell it what to do, or you can even have it watch a YouTube video and it'll figure out how to copy the action.
The ambition here is just off the charts. This isn't about making a handy little assistant for a factory floor. The goal is to create a genuine economic force, a tool so productive and so versatile that it could literally, in Musk's words, move the needle on US GDP significantly.
Okay, but wait a second. How are you going to power millions of self-driving cars and millions of humanoid robots? They all need a brain, right? A really, really powerful AI brain. And that brings us to the third and maybe the most critical part of this whole strategy, actually building those brains.
So, if you look down the road, maybe 3 or 4 years from now, Musk thinks the biggest thing holding Tesla back won't be how many cars they can sell or even how many factories they can build. Nope. The biggest bottleneck is going to be the world's supply of AI chips. There just won't be enough to go around.
And his solution? Well, it's just as audacious as everything else we've talked about. If you can't buy enough chips, you just build them yourself. He's proposing something called a Terra Fab, a gigantic, vertically integrated factory right here in the US that makes everything for the chip under one roof.
At the end of the day, this whole move is about one thing: control. It's about not being limited by what suppliers like TSMC and Samsung can produce. It's about protecting the supply chain from global politics. And it's about making sure this whole grand vision doesn't just fall apart because you can't get the parts you need. Because without this custom brain, Optimus is, well, just a mannequin.
Okay, let's just take a step back. Building car factories, then robot factories, and now chip factories? I mean, this is all incredibly ambitious. So what's the mindset here? What's driving all of these massive bets?
Well, a huge piece of the puzzle is competition. And Musk is really clear about who he sees as the main rival when it comes to humanoid robots: China. He points to their incredible manufacturing scale and how fast their AI is improving.
And he basically frames this entire strategy using this famous philosophy from Intel's old CEO, Andy Grove. This isn't just about being optimistic about the future, it's about being paranoid. It's this belief that you have to have extreme foresight and be willing to make these huge, early bets just to survive in a super competitive and risky world.
So, when you put it all together, that's really the core of it. You've got a three-part vision: an autonomous taxi network, a humanoid robot workforce, and the in-house AI chip factory to power the whole thing. It's a complete reimagining of the company. And it leaves us with one final huge question. Is this the actual blueprint for an amazing era of abundance? Or is it a massive all-or-nothing gamble that's betting the entire company on a future that, let's be honest, isn't here yet?